What's up everyone? So this is the part of the week where I go over all of the darts of the weekend. So we're going to be talking about the Premier League to start with, and then the development tour, and then the European tour that happened this weekend. And I'm going to be giving you all the updates that you could ever possibly need. So stick around, like the video if you haven't done it already, and subscribe if you're brand new. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting the week, we had the Premier League, which happened on Thursday night. Now, it was a good night of Premier League darts. We saw a 9-darter from Meikle Smith, which we haven't seen in something like 3 years in the Premier League. So it's nice to see a 9-darter on TV. We don't get them very often anymore. I think it's just because Phil Taylor isn't around and people aren't hitting 9-darters. I don't really know why. But anyway, when it comes to the Premier League, let's go through the results and have a look at what happened. So the first game of the night was Glenn Durrant versus Nathan Aspinall, and Nathan won it 7-5. It was a good game, I quite enjoyed it. I didn't know how to pick this one. If I had to put money on it, I probably would have gone with Nathan Aspinall. But, you know, he's in a good bit of form at the moment. So after that, it was Rob Cross versus Gary Anderson. Another close game. I feel like it shouldn't have been as close as it was. Rob Cross is getting let off left, right and centre, but he's still not able to finish off matches, which is not really a let off when you think about it, I suppose. But yeah, it probably shouldn't have been 7-5, but it was. And obviously, yeah, Gary Anderson won 7-5. So next up, we have Meikle Smith versus Daryl Gurney. And this is where we had the 9-darter. So Meikle Smith hit a 9-darter against Daryl in this match. It was a good game overall. I think the 9-darter might have sort of not helped Meikle out because he had a few bad legs after the 9-darter, but he did end up winning the match and probably could have been a draw or could have even been Daryl's win, but Meikle got the win and that's all that matters, and he hit the 9-darter, so we love to see it. Next up was William O'Connor and Michael Van Gerwen. So this was the crazy walk-on that William O'Connor did. I didn't really understand why it was so mental, but I've been informed by my good friend Adam the reasons as to why people love that walk-on so much, and it was all down to the music and stuff like that. I thought it was a good walk-on. I didn't think it was as good as some other people's walk-ons. We're going to get to a good walk-on in a minute. Stick around for that. Yeah, so Michael Van Gerwen won 7-4. It was a decent game, and I don't think anyone expected William O'Connor to win, and that's not what happened. And the last game of the night was Gerwyn Price and Peter Wright. I think if I'd been betting on this night, I probably would have got all the correct answers until this one. I would have put Peter Wright to beat Gerwyn Price. If I was going to be smart, I probably wouldn't have put it in my bet. But if I did put it in my bet, I would have put Peter Wright on, which is good because I didn't bet on it this week, and Gerwyn Price smashed him 7-1. I don't know what happened to Peter Wright, just had an off night. He averaged about 83, Gerwyn Price averaged about 98, so there was a massive average difference, and Gerwyn Price won that one 7-1. So if we have a look, we have got, this is the Premier League tables at the moment. Michael Van Gerwen is at top, Nathan Aspinall second, Gerwyn Price third, Glenn Durrant fourth. He dropped a bit with that loss. And some results not going his way as well. So he's down to fourth, which is, you know, he's got a good chance to get back up again. I don't know who he's got next week. Someone in the comment section, let me know who Glenn Durrant's got next week. Michael Smith got some more points on the board. Good for him. Gary Anderson next, then Rob Cross, then Peter Wright, who somehow the world champion is 8th out of 9 players. I don't know how that's happened. And then Daryl Gurney at the bottom. I think the way that the games are going at the moment, I'm going to say Daryl Gurney is going to get relegated on Judgment Night. He's just not doing enough. I don't really know why. He's just not performing. I think he's just being outclassed by players who are just slightly better than him. Anyway, after that, we've got the development tour. Now, the development tour was in Germany this weekend, and it was really cool to see the youth or the development players back on it. By the way, side note, I'd just like to say, I think the development tour is a terrible name for this tour because I feel like it allows people to nitpick the word development too much. The only requirement you have to enter this tour is to be of a certain age. So I think it should go back to the youth tour, not the development tour, because I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying, Ryan Meikle's got a tour card, why is he playing in the development tour when he's already developed? Anyway, let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. The first one was won by Barry Van Peer, which is good to see. Glad that he's overcoming his diets as well. I don't know if he's still got it or if he's just playing through it, but he's obviously playing well enough to win this, so it can't be too bad for him. The next two were won by Ryan Meikle, like I said, and the last one was won by Wessel Nijman. So it was a good week. I thought it was a good day, good 2 days of youth tour action. I saw some people on Twitter saying that the standard for the second day was a lot less than the first day. I don't really know why that is. I think maybe if you're in Germany and you're 18 to 21 years old and you've got an opportunity to go and have a good night out, so maybe that is the case. And yeah, let me know what you think. So if we have a look at the order of merit of the Youth Tour after week 1, Ryan Meikle is top by an absolute mile, nearly £2,000 on top. He could have lost first round in one of the tournaments he won and still been second by £50. So he's had a good week, a really, really good week. I think this is probably going to be Ryan's year now that people like Luke Humphreys and Dimitri Van den Berg are not in the scene. I think this is probably going to be Ryan's year. If he can just stay and if he can just perform well over the next 4 Youth Tour weekends, the next 16 tournaments, I think he'll keep that #1 spot and he'll win this one by quite a way, in my opinion. But yeah, so Wesel was next, then Barry Van Peer, Martin Schindler, who we all know as well. Dom Taylor, I've never heard of Dom Taylor before this weekend, and he got like 3 semi-finals in the last 32, I believe. So he's a good one to watch. So if you're going to be looking for names when it comes to development tours, Dom Taylor, really good player. Haven't heard of him until recently, but yeah, really, really good. And then yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes over the next year, over the next few months and stuff, to see who's winning and who's doing bits. I think Ryan's going to win the Youth Tour this year, the Development Tour this year, and I don't think there's going to be anyone really that close to beating him. So yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. And then last but not least, we have the European Tour that happened. So I just want to say a big shout out to Dirk Van Duijvenbode. He had an awesome week. He had the best walk-on ever as well. His walk-on is hilarious. So Dirk Van Duijvenbode, really, really good weekend. So Dirk Van Duijvenbode managed to beat Luke Woodhouse 6-4 in the first round, and then in the second round he beat Ian White 6-3, which is no easy feat. Third round, Jeffrey Deswan 6-4, Nathan Aspinall 6-5 in the quarterfinals, and then he lost out to Gerwyn Price 7-4 in the semi-finals. So good weekend for him, good weekend for Dirk Van Duijvenbode. So Gerwyn Price beat Dirk Van Duijvenbode and then beat Michael Smith in the final 8-3. So good weekend for Michael Smith as well. Gerwyn Price wins another event as well. So it's been a good weekend, and it's been a good load of darts this weekend. And as you've guessed, I am dancing every time I say his name, so Dirk Van Duijvenbode. But anyway, guys, that is the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It was quite an enjoyable week of darts, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're brand new, and like the video if you haven't already liked the video, because you should have done. But if you haven't, I'll let you off if you do it now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.